What's going on, everybody? It's me, Super Dave, and this is Milltown's Best. And boy, oh boy, does it feel good to say that. It's been about a year since I made a video on this channel, and honestly, the only reason to that is because of my mental health. You guys all witnessed it. Basically had a nervous breakdown, and I struggled from anxiety and depression, and it got the best of me. This past year, I've done some serious self-reflection. Come to terms with a lot of stuff that's been going on in my personal life, and I can honestly say I'm at that point mentally where in this coming year and so on and so forth, I'm gonna try to provide you guys with some absolutely banger content, as they say. Milltown's Best tries its best to put an emphasis on local professional wrestling here in Wisconsin and the Midwest in its entirety. And today I want to talk about Xavier Mustafa. For those of you guys who don't remember or don't know, I wanted to be a professional wrestler back in about 2003, 2004. And I had this whole game plan set out that the way how I was going to do that is I was going to get in the Jim Cornette route, the Paul Heyman route. I was going to let my videography and photography let me get in the business. And that's the wrong way, mind you. It's a way to get in, but it's a different way to get in. It's not so common these days. Xavier Mustafa did it the right way. He was Frank DeFalco started the Thumpers Den back in about 2004, and Xavier Mustafa, TC Washington, and Chris Black, I believe, were that first group of trainees that Frank DeFalco had. For those of you who don't know, Frank DeFalco is a major player here in Wisconsin professional wrestling. He runs Brew City Wrestling. He in turn trained Xavier Mustafa. This is going back 2004, 2005. Xavier Mustafa, 6'4", 6'5", every bit of 350 to 375 pounds. You can see right here in the flyer, he's a very big man, very intimidating foe. You wouldn't want to come in a dark alley with this man here. Like, seriously, he could play the giant to a T. Sweetheart in real life. The man is an absolute amazing man. But he was taught the right way. He was taught to be a giant. And as he continued on the Midwest scene, he had some big time breaks, did everything the right way. But what happened is he ended up disappearing. And during his hiatus of wrestling, he started Legacy Pro Wrestling with another wrestler, and Legacy Pro Wrestling is probably a third-tier promotion here in Wisconsin. They do a lot with up-and-coming talent that needs the ring work. They give the kids that need ring work a chance. So it's only fitting that if Xavier was going to have a comeback match, he would do it in his promotion, Legacy Pro Wrestling. So as I stated, this man was tearing up the Midwest scene, and eventually he just stopped working. Just said, I'm done, I don't need it anymore. And he stopped. But lately he came back, and I was my jaw dropped when I saw that he came back. And this fan here, Wrestling Fans Speak Out, he posted a video. And on this video, if it's not his first match back, it's one of his first few matches back to professional wrestling. So I'm eager to watch this with you guys. I've only watched the first couple minutes of it. But again, this is from Wrestling Fans Speak Out. They have about 260 subscribers. He goes to all these local shows and films, does amazing fan cams. So please check out his channel. I think you guys would really get a kick out of it. But I would like to watch this match with you guys, if you guys don't mind, because this is a man who spent years honing in his craft, and now he's teaching younger kids how to do it the right way. And this match, I think, shows all that. So if you guys don't mind, I'd like to watch it with you. So let's just make it big here. And let's start, if you guys don't mind. So like I said, this is at Buena Vista. And Buena Vista is in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And Xavier Mustafa, the big man in the silver there, he's going to be taking on Isaiah Moore. Now, Isaiah Moore is a young man we're going to be hearing a lot about on this channel. And right out the gate, look at this. This isn't stiff. This is snug work. Strictly, look at that. And that just goes to the psychology of the match. You're going up against a giant. So you have to bring that hard-hitting action. And look at that Pele kick. Isaiah Moore deserves every little bit of the spotlight he's getting right now from Legacy Pro Wrestling. He's even got a chance with AEW already. Very talented young man, comes in with the fire, comes in with the passion. You don't see that much. And of course you see Eddie, Xavier Mustafa, working like a giant. And you got Isaiah Moore trying to overcome. I got to get this man off of his feet. It's just beautiful work, and I pardon the fan cam. You know, you can only do as good as the seats are, but it just shows. Look at the speed and the agility that Isaiah Moore has, and Xavier Mustafa is giving him the chance to shine. And you know, and it goes to show this man is every bit of 375 pounds. You need to slow the pace down. You need to, you know what I'm saying? And I think, of course, you're going to see Xavier as the ring general in this matchup, taking complete control, guiding Isaiah Moore through it. But look at the methodical nature that Xavier Mustafa is working right now. Slow it down. Let the fans get engaged. And the fans are interested in this match. And real quick, if I can, I got to just point something out real quick. Xavier Mustafa coming in with this custom gear, and it is something special. It is Umbrella from Resident Evil inspired, and look at it, it's almost very Bam Bam Bigelow-esque, except for Bam Bam Bigelow came with the short sleeves, and we got the long sleeve gimmick coming in here. And my only one complaint about this whole get up that Xavier Mustafa is wearing, because Xavier Mustafa was known for wearing a black singlet. That was primarily what he wore, a black singlet with blue and silver long pants, and he had these really cool boots. That's what. And then now he recently switched up with this new style of gear, and with this new style, I like it. But they sell a pair of slimming underpants, Long John-esque, that he could put on, and they would come up over the belly here, and they would take this whole crease out of his gear, giving it a more slim look. Because as you see, I don't mean to body shame anybody, and I'm not body shaming. I'm just saying they sell a slimming pair of under tights that are made to slim and suck in, and they would suck all this in and make it all one cohesive. I know this as a big man myself. I think that would make his gear look about 80 times better than it looks. But to have custom gear on an independent level is amazing. You see a lot of these kids wearing high spots gear, and it shows from a distance. And again, Isaiah Moore coming in with custom gear. Little things like that. You're paying money for a ticket to a wrestling show. You want to see professional wrestlers. I want to see custom logos. Look at that. They both have custom logos. They both have custom gear. You don't want to see a paint by numbers pro wrestling show. And I know that Xavier Mustafa and Legacy Pro Wrestling are not putting on a paint by numbers pro wrestling show. You can see they're trying to work on their lighting here, which is awesome. Set an atmosphere for the fans. I'm sorry, but we want to watch this match, guys, and I'm going off about all the particulars that you guys probably don't want to watch. Or talk about. So let's go into the match. Again, he's a giant, so he's not going to sell like he's 5'2". You got to remember, he was taught as a giant, and chops as a giant get over. I can't say that enough. Chops get the crowd. Yes. Let's hear those if you don't mind. Oh, I guess I got cut off on him. It's the athleticism I'm talking about. A nice, beautiful, short arm clothesline. It's wonderful. I'm absolutely fascinated by Xavier Mustafa in ring work. It's awesome. And again, guys, please like, share, subscribe this video if you want. I'm Super Dave Teschendorf. This is Milltown's Best. And again, like I said, the man's 375 pounds, taking the chance, working slow, getting his breather in. And it's not slowing down the pace of the match one iota. Get the fans in it. Get the fans in it. Classic, classic. I just love how Mustafa sells. I mean, he sells like a giant. Look at that. And the kicks from this Isaiah Moore, the leg work he puts in is so unbelievably amazing. The strength on Mustafa. Everyone says, oh, he's just a heavy guy. He's just heavy. No, he's athletic. Don't I've seen the man do moonsaults. I've seen this man do some stuff that you wish you could do. And again, I don't mean to point out shortcomings, but that Pele could use a little work, missed its mark. But then again, he's trying to Pele somebody that's over 6'5". Look at that. Ooh, buckle bombs. Buckle bombs are something, everyone's like, oh, that's not a buckle bomb. If he's going into the buckle, it's a buckle bomb. And I worry so much about that. Luckily, he went in lower end first. I worry so much about these buckle bombs where they go in head first, neck first. Becomes a bit of a danger, if you ask me. I am so happy with how far Legacy has come. Look, they got lighting rigs. Look at this. Look at this. They're investing. They got lighting rigs, guys. That's how you know you're working towards something. You're not just using the overhead lights. I mean, little things matter when you're running a promotion. And I know everybody says that I focus too much on the aesthetics. But as somebody that comes and wants to pay for a product, the aesthetics matter. The lighting matters. The music matters. The mics matter. The custom gear that Xavier is putting forth matters. People think, oh, I'm here for the wrestling draws the littlest percentage. People go out and they want to have an experience. They don't want to watch wrestling matches. They want an experience. And Legacy is doing a great job. Xavier stepping out from behind the curtain, stepping back in the ring, is proving that Legacy is on a track here. They're doing something smart. And if they really want to claim that number 3 spot in Wisconsin, they need to do more stuff like this. I know I sound like I'm licking the balls of Legacy Pro Wrestling, and I'm not. I don't need a job. I don't need anything. I'm talking about this as a fan. Look at the talent of this. Both these men, not just Xavier Mustafa. And you could say, oh, he's working lazy. He's working slow. You try to be the weight that Xavier Mustafa is and move any faster. Xavier is working his ass off. He always has worked his ass off. And for those that say he works lazy, he works small, learn some fucking psychology. Learn psychology. The man is working his ass off in that ring, and he's doing it to get his promotion and young talent over. And I have to respect that. You have to respect that. If you don't respect that, you shouldn't be watching professional wrestling. This Xavier Moore sure is impressive. Sure is impressive. Over the top, cleared it, laying him down. Listen to that fan reaction. For those that say Legacy ain't drawn nothing but 4, 5, 10 people, I'd say Legacy packed in at least 100 in that crowd. At least. Legacy's doing all right, guys. Don't let them fool you. Buena Vista is not a cheap venue to run in to begin with, and to be bringing the crowd in 2022 for a wrestling show, it says a lot about where they're going. I just love seeing giants in Wisconsin. It has been so long since we have had a true big man in Wisconsin that worked like a big man. If Xavier Mustafa is not working in Wisconsin, we have no monster. Who is going to be the monster babyface or the monster heel that you're going to put your wannabe star up against? You have to overcome it. You have to have a David and Goliath match at some point. And without guys like Xavier Mustafa, you do not have that. You need a big man in professional wrestling. It's something that is sorely lacking in the professional wrestling scene today, and I will scream that till I'm blue in the face. Ooh, beautiful off the top rope from Xavier Moore. I believe he was the Legacy Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, if not at this point, just before. And he deserves that title. He had dark matches with AEW, as I said before. Xavier Moore is definitely somebody you want to keep your eyes on. Midwest, I follow him on Facebook. He's always traveling. True journeyman in this business. And keep your eyes on Xavier Moore. I just love it. Get the fans involved. The fans are not dead for this match. Look at that. The timing. Beautiful. And if you notice that could have went oh so wrong. I gotta rewind that real quick. That could have went so wrong. And with his professional, you can tell he's been trained. He knew how to. Look at how he remedied that. Let's watch it. right here. Look, it almost lost him into a beautiful DVD. One more time. One more time. I got to. I, that's how you know when you're trained properly. You can take something like that. That could have been oh so bad. That could have went the opposite way. But because you know Xavier, you feel safe with the man. That's all I can say. You feel safe with him, and he took care of more on that, and it turned out being a beautiful spot. And of course, go for the cover. You got so after something like that, not enough to secure the three, of course not. But we're working towards something here. We're telling stories, something you don't see in a lot of independent wrestling these days. Everybody, it's how many moves can you do in X amount of time? Don't sell, don't sell, don't register, don't register. If you saw the very beginning of this match, Xavier came out hard, came out snug, knowing he's taking on a giant. You gotta work the man down. The crowd loves Xavier Mustafa. Look at that heat. Look at that fire. He is ramped up. He's ready to go. Still selling. And boy, is that custom gear shiny as ever. You know, I saw him, he was on Facebook talking with seamstresses and doing everything. He puts a lot of care into his look. Look at that perfectly manicured beard he has. His hair looking very, very nice. Very nice. Crowd is into it. Excuse me, guys. I need a vape real quick. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. I'm so happy to be back, guys. Milltown's Best is back. We're watching beautiful Wisconsin Pro Wrestling. This is Legacy Pro Wrestling. Make sure you like them on Facebook, guys. Check them out. Is that an ankle lock? Like I said, I haven't seen this yet, guys. I don't know who wins. Beautiful ankle lock by Xavier. Talk about coming out of left field in a match that has been truly David versus Goliath this entire match, and bringing it in to an ankle lock and a rollout by Xavier Mustafa, again showing those veteran skills. I am so happy Xavier Mustafa is working in the ring again. I know he's been working on his personal health as well, and I wish him all the best of luck. I'm so happy he's working again. Show these kids how it's done. Again, going for no, couldn't get it. That leg work again from Xavier, so impressive. Wow, that was something to write home about. And look at Xavier Mustafa. I know it sounds like I gotta give respect where it's due. I gotta give credit where it's due. He's selling that like it took him out. Look at that. Laid out. Perfect storytelling. Of course, the ref. This ref is a different story with me. Oh, wow, okay. All right. Didn't see that coming. I take that is Xavier Mustafa's henchman. And this is, all right, guys, I gotta speak on something real quick. I know this video brings it out of me, and I'm sorry. But, you know, we look at Xavier Mustafa's custom gear, and it's inspired by Resident Evil. His logo has the umbrella logo on his tights. This, on another hand, is plagiarism, if you ask me. The man's gear is Wolverine from the comics. I could understand being inspired by taking bits and pieces, but man, homie, you are directly ripping off Wolverine with this. And I'm sure that costed you a pretty penny, this gear here. But all I could say, man, is take a little less next time. You're getting a little greedy, and it's crossing the line of plagiarism. And this is constructive criticism. It's not me talking trash. Take little bits. Like, look at what Xavier did with just the logo. Take bits and pieces, man. You could have been cool with just the yellow top with the Wolverine slashes right here. That would have been cool. You know, when you start throwing the tights in and the kick pads and the knee pads, it gets a little bit much, if you ask me. But beautiful storytelling here. Beautiful storytelling. Very impressive. You know, remember, guys, to like and subscribe this video if you don't mind. And if you like the background music, check out BJ Biggs. Scan the QR code in the upper right-hand corner. Take you to his Facebook page. Great talent there by BJ Biggs. And let's see how this match comes to a conclusion here. Of course, we get the title belt interference. Again, I wish I knew who these talent were, but like I said, guys, I've been out of it for a little while now. Just watching from a distance, so excuse me. Perfect. Look at that. That's storytelling at its finest, guys. Do you like it? Do you think that's good? Guys, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Xavier Mustafa, Legacy Pro Wrestling. Let me know what you think about all this stuff. Wisconsin, let me know about Milltown's Best coming back. Guys, I'm Super Dave Teschendorf, and I definitely am so glad to be back. And I wish you guys nothing but the best. Make sure you guys have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll be back with more. But until then, guys, God bless, and I'll see you next time.